I would like to focus then on the other big topic that this week, of course, everyone is talking about, and that is the economic situation and certainly the tariffs that will be announced tomorrow. Let's see how exactly it will look like, but it looks bad, to be very honest. And I think also here, the far right in Europe has something to explain to its citizens. They have been welcoming the win of Trump. They were walking around with their MAGA hats also in this European Parliament, and now they see the impact of Trump. And it is hurting our economy, our citizens, our people, but also the people in the United States. And this shows that the populistic, reactionary agenda of Trump is at the detriment of everyone. And no one is profiting from that. And I think that is also very clear. And I wish all the far-right groups in this House very much luck in still defending Trump. And I know you just had a press conference also with the ECR, who is very critical on this agenda. Well, why were they celebrating the win of Trump then so much? Because to be very honest, this is also a predictable agenda of Trump. He did it the previous term, he's doing it again now, and probably even worse than the previous term. I think what this means for Europe is probably two things. One side is that we cannot let this action being unanswered to. So we have to take retaliatory measures in order to make sure that also Europe makes clear that we are not being bullied around by Trump. And for that, we will have to take countermeasures. And we also expect the Commission to do so. But secondly, this also more and more makes clear that Europe needs to be much more active on industrial policy at the European level. We know that the European Commission has launched a couple of initiatives like the Clean Industrial Deal that we push for as Greens. Also their Steel and Metal Action Plan that came 1.5 weeks ago. But I do think that all these measures, which have good language in it, now also need to be translated really into action. And in some of these proposals, I think too much time is taken. And therefore, we really urge the Commission to speed up their efforts in really putting all these action plans to put the Clean Industrial Deal into practice. But also very important, to stay calm and go ahead with the targets that we have put forward. Because if there is one thing that the Trump agenda is doing, it's creating chaos. He likes it because he is benefiting from chaos, because everyone talks about him, and in the end, that's his only target. But people and businesses are suffering from chaos and unpredictability. If there is one thing where Europe can be strong now, it is creating and staying stable and predictable for the long term. That's why we are critical on the proposal that is also coming tomorrow, when, for example, for the cars, the 2025 target is being spread over 3 years. It's just giving unclarity to the car industry where to go to. And for us, it's very important, stay calm, stay the course, combine our industrial agenda with decarbonization agenda, because that's the innovation that can bring jobs to Europe. And if there is anything where we now can really excel the United States, is by staying calm and giving long-term predictability to our business. That's where the industrial agenda should be for, and that's also where we should not now change every time all over the place different agendas. And therefore, some of the people now also asking, we should do deregulation at the European level. It's the most stupid thing you can do now to European business, because then you are creating the same chaos here in Europe that we are having in the United States. And probably that's the least smart answer to the agenda of Trump. And we will always fight to keep on this long-term predictable course that Europe is having and should be having and should keep on having as a reply to the chaos of Trump. Thank you.
Many thanks, Bas and Terry. I open it to the floor then for questions.